genesis for launching the cemetery preservation program really came from two different directions, right? For one, it came from the community, but then also an interest that our students had. So from the community side, we noticed that there was a real need for this. We had community members approach me knowing that historic preservation was something that I taught and that I researched, and asked me if there's anything that I could do about some of these historic cemeteries. Just take a look around you. There's, obviously these places are in desperate need of intervention. That, combined with the fact that out of all the different kinds of ways we can study historic preservation, this was really the one that sparked the most interest from students. So when you put those two together, it kind of seemed like a no-brainer. And this really remains the center of our historic preservation efforts at U of M-Flint.
Being able to see the difference that we can make, even though we're just a few pairs of hands, we can make a really big difference. And it might not seem like that big of a difference, but I think it's a very respectful way to kind of show, like these things aren't forgotten about. Even though they can be kind of easy to let slip through the cracks and forget about, we're paying attention to them and showing that they aren't forgotten, and we still care about them even if they're hundreds of years old.
The oldest stone we've cleaned here at Glenwood Cemetery would be Margaret McKercher. She was the very first burial in 1857. Since Old Calvary is a little bit older, we've cleaned some from just slightly before that, probably about 1850 is the oldest we've cleaned.
There's a lot of different technical stuff that goes into all the work that we do here, just a lot of knowledge that you have to have. So learning that has been interesting, but really it's just seeing the care that gets taken with these graves, the respect that Dr. Henthorn puts into all of the training for us and educating people in the public and the workshops on how to care for, the departed. So. Prior to this internship, I had nothing to do with Flint, right? I think I came to campus one time to fill out some paperwork for my UROP position, and that was really it. So doing this, I've met other students, I've met professors, and I feel connected. I feel like I'm doing something of value here in the community.
Yeah, this year, the main project we're working at Glenwood Cemetery is the Bishop Minor Mausoleum. It's interred in the Bishop Minor Mausoleum is the most famous person that we would understand is A.G. Bishop. So that's whom Arthur Giles Bishop, he was a banker in Flint. And that's, of course, Bishop Airport is named after him. And we'll be cleaning this entire huge mausoleum. And there's about 3 or 4 people interred inside. And that's going to be our main project here. And we've done a few other smaller projects as well. We get a lot of great reaction from different people in the community. The folks who run these cemeteries, their reaction has been very positive, very supportive. They're always looking for ways that they could try to support us, giving us opportunities to go ask people for additional funds. I think one of the most rewarding things is when we actually get people to come and visit these sites because they enjoy them. Or they have family interred here. They just like to visit as a nice public space. When we get feedback from those people about the kind of work we're doing, that's really the most rewarding. As an historian, we don't often get to run into the people we impact, so that's really one of the best parts about this.